Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more exciting news regarding Visceral's Star Wars game. Just to remind you, this is also a rumor from makingstarwars.net, so it isn't 100% confirmed that this is legit, but if it is, I gotta warn you, this contains spoilers for the story of Visceral's Star Wars game, so if you don't want to know anything about the story at all, please click away from this video. But now let's get into the details. The new article delves a little bit more in depth regarding the story of the game, as well as Alderaan's link to the story and to Dodger, the main character that's going to be in the Visceral Star Wars game. And if you haven't seen the previous video, I would suggest you to do that before you continue with this video, as I explain Dodger, the main character, and what he will be doing during the game. And just to quickly remind you, he basically left Alderaan when he was drafted into Imperial service and began a life on the run. When Alderaan was destroyed, he found himself on a list of survivors that the Empire was actively hunting in the aftermath. As the story opens, he's trying to get a big job so he can buy himself off that list, and Dodger's connection to Alderaan is not only important, but it drives the plot of Visceral Star Wars game. And this is where it gets really interesting, and where my interest for this story really peaked. A mid-level crime boss from the Rang clan sees an opportunity to help the Empire and gain influence that can be an advantage to the Rang clan. The Rang's mining operations recently discovered a very dangerous gas that has formed where Alderaan used to be. The purple substance can be weaponized, and the Rang clan begin to test it and set up a mining facility with mining ships in the Alderaanian graveyard itself. The crime boss and the Tarkin initiative have a very valuable weapon on their hands. The weapon is obscene in that it can be sprayed on an environment, and all living creatures in the area are petrified and left as calcified remains, like something out of the ruins of Pompeii. The advantage to the weapon is that everything else around is left perfectly intact. It means the Empire can take anywhere it wants, remove the inhabitants, and not harm valuables and locations they may want for strategic reasons. This actually reminds me of an episode in the Clone Wars series where the Separatists managed to develop a similar weapon that doesn't harm droids but that kills living creatures. And this weapon in the game is very vulgar because it weaponizes the remains of Alderaan, a peaceful world without any weapons that was obliterated by Grand Moff Tarkin as a test and a slap in the face to Princess Leia Organa. Apparently Jason have seen a very beautiful piece of concept art that is absolutely haunting. It shows a Star Destroyer coming towards the camera in a purple mist in an asteroid field. The purple mist is illuminated, showing different shades of purple on the blackness of space. Imagine an ominous storm on the horizon of space and a Star Destroyer and TIE fighters flying out, but the clouds are dark purple. Words do not justify, but if the game visually lives up to the concept art, there are going to be some intense cinematics in this game that give the Star Wars films a run for their money. And apparently the main character Dodger will witness the weapon used on someone he has grown to call family. It will put Dodger in a place where he has to decide to take a stand or keep running. The ghost of Alderaan still haunts him and continues to take from him. Dodger blamed the Rebel Alliance for putting his home planet in harm's way, but now he finds himself on their side more than ever. If someone doesn't stop the Rang clan and the Tarkin initiative's operation, the galaxy faces a dark future that only Dodger and his ragtag crew can stop. So this sounds really amazing, and I honestly don't know where Jason gets these details and how he gets to see the concept art early, but he has had so many different leaks about the movies and games that has been correct, so I still take this as very legit information. However, it is a game, so it's very likely that a lot of stuff will be changed until the launch, but this could give us an idea of what the game will be about. And I think it sounds really interesting. And instead of having a new massive weapon of mass destruction like Death Star 4.0, they've actually found a gas that kind of has the same effect as one of the weapons we saw in the Clone Wars. I think this sounds like a really good plot, and I'm a lot more excited for the game now than I was after I made my earlier video, as the actual story about Dodger didn't sound too interesting, but this entire part of Alderaan's remains becoming a weapon sounds really cool to me. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these details. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.